just one snap, but when you are lined up at defensive tackle and then you hop back and eventually a QB spy on a play like that, first of all, when that's presented to you in practice, what are you thinking about? And also, what about your skill set? Your athleticism allows you to be able to do some stuff like that, which is essentially like jack stuff.
Yeah, when that first was brought up, I was just thanking the coaches for trusting me with that. Quarterback spy is not an easy role, and it was fun, and I gave credit to Cody and them because I was like, man, first time open field tackling, that's a different world, from playing defensive end and going to that job. But I think it speaks volume how the coaches think of my athletic ability, and I just continue to trust them with whatever they bring to the table.
Stefan Kreisny, Cleveland.com.
Coach Day has talked about, the best players need to step up in the biggest games. This stretch of Indiana, Michigan, Tennessee, and now going into Oregon, you and Jack have been probably playing your best football this season, I guess. Mm-hmm. How much do you guys communicate about that, about really needing to step up when these games kind of heighten, and how much, as a veteran, do you kind of understand that?
Yeah, it's nonstop with the communication on that part. I think we also understand that it takes everybody. It takes everybody in this Woody to get the things that we need to get done. That's on our list of goals that we want to accomplish. But we just understand that if we just continue to do our job and just continue to just trust one another and just play as fast as we can, as hard as we can, then I think everything will just fall right in line.
Dan Hope, 11 Warriors.
JT, you guys didn't get any sacks the first time against Oregon. What do you look at as you need to do better the second time around to make that happen?
Yeah, I think we just got to play as a collective four and just understand that, their offense is an explosive offense. They're a talented offense. We understand that we need to clean things up from the first game, from the first time we met. And I think that's what we're doing leading up to this game, taking it one day at a time and just continue to find those areas of attacking and just staying within the wheelhouse.
Dylan's obviously a really elusive guy. What makes him so tough to play against?
He's very wise. He's been in the game and he knows what to do. He's a very talented quarterback, a left-handed quarterback, and he's very smart. He doesn't really take too many chances. He knows what he wants to do, and he goes through his reads really well. So that's a very talented quarterback, and he's having a very talented year.
Austin Ward, the podcast.
JT, when you, think back to those 2 weeks, you had the off week after Oregon the first time around, and off a game where you guys didn't get pressures, didn't get sacks. What was the process like to address that? How different has the defense felt for you guys in that front four since then? You mentioned the quarterback spy stuff. We've seen other games and twists. It seems from the outside like it was pretty extensive, some of the changes that were made. What was it like in that room for those 2 weeks as you guys sort of changed over maybe some philosophies?
Yeah, I think it's just keep everything simple, trusting the guys, and I think we have so much trust in the coaches that they're gonna make the right the changes for us to be in the best position possible, and I think they did just that. And I think for us, we just had to go out there and just accomplish the plan, and whatever play was called, whatever it may be, just go out there and execute it. One thing we've been preaching is execution is really the motive. Anything we called, but as long as everybody's mindset has one mentality, which is just go get it and make sure there's no yard gain. I think that changes the mindset of everybody on the Silver Bullet defense.
Did they feel like big changes to you all as they were ongoing, or?
At first, it was a tough loss, so, I think it felt like everything was big, but then when you kind of just take your time and look at everything and analyze everything, it was just like, man, we just need to keep everything simple, make everything just about us, and, not feel like we're, making everything about them. It's, we can dictate what they do, and I think that was the mindset.
Tim May, Letterman Row.
Yeah, JT, I know you get to watch a little bit of video of Caleb and Lathan and Jordan. What stands out about that group from your vantage point, from your perspective?
They're relentless, man. Lathan, Caleb, and everybody in that BIA core. Yes, they can cover, but when it's time to stop the run, they'll come down 12 yards out, however far off the front line of scrimmage, and come and throw their nose in there, and I respect them for that, because there's gonna be times where we need them to make them tackles, and they're displaying it this whole season.
Yeah, how critical are they in a game of this magnitude? Obviously, everybody's critical, but you know what I mean? Sort of the last line of defense, but sometimes the last line of defense is in the middle of it.
Yeah, they play a huge role. Like you said, it takes everybody from the front four. It's like a chain reaction. The front front four don't do their job, then, you know, it falls, you know, if the back end. So we all have to work as a collective unit. And I think there's a reason that there's 11 of us out there. And, you know, it's crazy. If one person is doing their job, then, you know, something can go wrong. But if we just all continue to stay communication with one another, continue to just let each other know we have each other's backs and just trust one another, then, man, I think that performance is going to be off the charts.
Over to the right, Kellyanne Stitz, WSYX.
JT, how would you describe the mentality of the defense right now, getting this opportunity for a rematch with Oregon?
Yeah, hungry and thankful. I mean, we know how the last time went. You know, we had a chip on our shoulder. I mean, we were riding high before that game, and we took that loss, and we came back, had to make a couple changes. But I think we understand what, you know, everything's at stake right now. You know, just fighting to wear another Ohio State jersey for the next game, that's what's on stake, and just to be able to represent this state and this team. I mean, we understand what's on the line, and, you know, we're just hungry and blessed that we get this opportunity to play in the Rose Bowl.
Right behind her, Adam King, WBMS.
What do you remember most about walking off the field in Eugene? What was kind of going through your mind in that moment?
I mean, there was I don't think anybody imagined us losing. You know, I didn't, that's for sure. And I think after that, it was kind of hit deep, understanding that, man, there's still a lot of ball left to be played. I mean, you can let it sting for a little bit, but, you know, if you let it carry over too long, then, you know, there goes your whole season. But I think we did a great job of just understanding, coming together in this room right here, not being afraid to display or hold accountability for one another. And, you know, as that happened, we came back, regrouped, and, you know, we're just going right now. And I'm just blessed for those specific moments, you know, losing. I mean, no one wants to lose, but the testimonies and the things you're taught within those little situations speaks volume.
Spencer Holbrook, Letterman Row.
JT, what have you seen from Kenyatta the last couple of weeks? Was there like a push from him? Have there been any conversations with him? Because it seemed like he was playing some of his best football in Tennessee.
Yeah, I mean, that's my boy. He's in the R2X club too. But, you know, Kenyatta, I mean, every time his number's called, he goes out there and makes the most of it. You know, no matter where we at in the game, when he goes out there, he's just hungry. He wants to go make plays, and you know, we see it in practice, so it's not surprising to us.
Bill Rabinowitz, Columbus Dispatch.
Dylan Gabriel's obviously very elusive, very talented. He's not very tall. How important could it be to just kind of stay in your pass rush lanes and deflect a lot of balls and kind of make a difference that way?
Yeah, I think it just comes on being disciplined, knowing who you're playing against. Like you said, Dylan, he's short, but he's very elusive. I mean, he is making throws. I mean, he can get out the pocket. He can do everything. So I think for us, we just got to stay disciplined and just continue to just meet with Coach Jay, meet with Coach Knowles, and understand how we can just eliminate that.
One question about you and Jack. I mean, your personality seemed to be a little different. You're more on the quiet side. He's not.
Yeah.
I mean, you've played together 4 years, both five-star guys. Kind of describe your relationship with him, friendship with him, and just kind of how you complement each other.
Man, that's my brother. Like you said, we're different but very alike. I think outside, like you said, he's louder, I'm quiet. But you know, once we're on that field, we're like the same person. We'll do anything for this team. You know, we'll die for our players, and we'll give everything we got.
Roomed together for 4 years, correct?
Yeah, fall camps.
Every road trip?
Yeah, sometimes go over there, sleep over there. So yeah.
Who's the neat one? Who's the messy one?
We have our share of days when I'm neat, he's neat, or you know, we might both be messy, but we do a good job. Yeah, I'd probably say I'm a better cook than Jack though.
Tony Girdman, Buckeye Huddle.
When you're playing a team for the second time, and that was almost a season ago by now, how much are you at square one with this scouting and preparation, or how much do you take from that game, and how much do you avoid taking so that you don't have any preconceived notions of what you're going up against on the offensive line?
I say it's pretty 50-50. I mean, that game, like you said, it was a while ago, but at the same time, they elevated as a team, and so did we. So we understand that they made some changes for sure. You know, there's certain tendencies we can take back from that game, but we also understand that they went on a little run after that, and we can see that they elevated as an offense. So we just got to continue to watch those games, dissect the other games, and just continue to see what stands out and what they changed from the past game.
We got a couple calls on Zoom that we'll wrap up with. First, we have Nick Hamilton from Nightcast Media. Nick?
Just wanted to ask you basically about the synergy of this defense and how you guys were able to not only celebrate the triumphs, but get through the adversity, be able to be this top-notch defense that you are in college football today.
Can you repeat the question one more time?
Yeah, no problem. I wanted to ask you about the synergy you all were able to develop over the course of the season, obviously celebrating the triumphs, but also getting through the adversities to where you all are the top-notch defense that you all are today.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we went through a lot of triumphs and trials, but there's a lot of things we can take away from all the wins and losses, and from those wins, we understood that, hey, we can be the best defense in the country, and from those losses, we understand that there's still things that need to be fixed, and I think when you take all that in at once, it comes down to the common goal or the common topic, which is there's always learning points everywhere. And depending how we dissect those games or how we just continue to come as one and elevate, we continue to just collect all those learning points and just continue to grow from them.
And one final question. Joey Kaufman, Columbus Dispatch. Joey?
JT, what have you guys done better especially in the Tennessee game and just late in the season? You think about turning some of the pressures that you've got on quarterbacks into sacks and getting home in some of those situations?
Yeah, I think it was more just understanding the defense as a whole, understanding everybody's job. I think as the season went on, we had to understand that we have to know what's going on in the back end. We have to know what's going on with the linebacker crew to understand what plays we have room of freedom in. And I think once we understood that and got a better understanding of everybody's job, I mean, it showed display because everybody knows what each other's doing. It's not like the linebackers know what they're doing. And the corners and BI, they know only their job. I think we all know each other's job, and we continue to ask each other questions on, if they're blitzing, how they can get to the quarterback. And, if I'm dropping and playing quarterback spot, I can ask Cody on how to open field tackle. So, we just kind of lean on each other's understanding because, like I said, like Denzel knows how to play corner better than I know how to play corner. So, he has more wisdom at that position than I do.
JT, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.